but the lead runner is out of the ballgame.
I think Harder thought that maybe that was ball forward. Seems to be the discussion, so he was headed on his way over no matter what.
And you can see Kuhlman, high fly ball going over to right center field. Back at the wall, and making the catch is the center fielder, Nolan Fad, or excuse me, no, not making the catch. Ball goes over the fence. And with a swing on the bat, Ben Kuhlman gets another run for the Warhawks. They now trail 5-2.
Big hit there by Ben Kuhlman, and that's so tough to do when you get two strikeouts going against you. You're able to get a big piece of that ball, especially being down 0-2 in the count, battle it back to 3-2, forcing Demon into making a pitch down the middle that you could actually hit. And he got all of that one, high fly ball, deep right field, and able to get that wind and carry it up and over the wall. Nice hit by Ben Kuhlman, and he really needed that one.
So Donovan now in the batter's box. He takes a ball, high. Count goes to 1-0. Now Donovan skies one towards left field. Going back is Berg at the wall, but Berg not able to make the catch. The Warhawks now go back to back with home runs. Donovan skies one over the left field fence. I believe that is Donovan's third home run on the season for the Warhawks, and just like that, the Warhawks now down 2, battling back, getting scored to 5-3.
It took a little while for the reaction to actually settle in, because for a second it looked like left fielder out there. Berg made that catch, but then you finally saw his reaction out there, a reaction of disappointment. Then the crowd erupts over here. The Warhawks dugout erupts. They come over to greet Donovan. Like you said, nothing picks you up more than some back-to-back home runs.
The ball goes low from Demon. Jordan Stein now up to the plate. He already has a home run on this game for the Warhawks. Demon fires a strike right at the knees of Stein. Count evened up at 1-1. Now Demon delivers. Stein gets a piece of it, but fouls it back. Count goes to 1-2. Demon delivers. And now Stein one high and deep to left side. That one is over the fence. Back-to-back home runs for the Warhawks. And with 3 swings of the bat, they now fairly Oshkosh lead by 1 run.
How about that? You know, when it rains, it pours, and the Warhawks start to pour it on here. George Stein just got a piece of that one, left it right out over the plate, and that was a mistake. The previous one, Donovan's home run, was because, or Donovan's and Gaben's home run, was because he had gotten down in the count. It was a hitter's count. That one was a pitcher's count, and he just made a mistake and allowing Stein to just get a rip on that one, and that was another pitch that you knew was flying over that fence the second that ball left the bat. Huge home run, and what a job battling back so far in this one, but they're not done yet. 5-4.
Now Corcoran tries to go 4 for 4, takes a big cut and misses. Count goes to 1-0. And again, you mentioned Stein on that last hit. Picture perfect swing right through the zone. Hand stayed back, able to get the fat part of the bat on the ball and just carried it right on out of here. And another strike drops down into the zone for Tom Corcoran. And so the count now quickly 0-2 in favor of Demon. Demon fires the 0-2 pitch. Now Corcoran skies one back. Warhawks looking back. And the ball goes down the fence. Wow. 4 straight solo home runs for the Warhawks. Back to back. And they have now tied the ball game up 5-5 against the Oshkosh Titans.
That's just unreal. Unreal hitting by the Warhawks here. You know, we talked about heading into this inning at the top of that lineup. Had to get things going, and they've got things going in style. 4 home runs in a row, unbelievable. We knew the wind could maybe present some issues for the outfielders out there, and also give the batters some advantage. But the last 4 home runs of the Warhawks would have gone over had the wind been coming in from the outfield. I think they have just been ripping the ball.
You see there, Kevin Zalnis Now into the batter's box for the Warhawks. Demon still remaining on the mound despite giving up 4 straight home runs. 0-1 pitch from Demon. Now down the skyfoot. He's about to see a bat ball and caught it well. Unbelievable. 5 straight home runs for the Warhawks. And they now have taken the lead 6-5.
We're going to have to get a new box of balls for game balls here because the Warhawks just jacking home runs. Unbelievable. This is just unreal. Somebody pinch me because this is like a dream. I tell you, the only down part is that Harder was picked off early in the inning. Otherwise, Warhawks would be up even more. But that is just an impressive showing of pitching and maybe